Hey, it's Ty Screams, and I'm about to give you a recap of what happened on season 47, episode 10 of Survivor. Genevieve is having a moment because she knows that she has hurt Teeny. Teeny sees Genevieve keeping them out of the vote for the second time as wanting to humiliate them, but Genevieve understands that she needs to just own her actions as it's just a game. The next morning, Andy mentions that they need to get out of Tuku because there are still 4 of them left in the game, but Sam worries that Genevieve is going to target him. Ultimately, Andy is realizing he's the swing vote. For a reward challenge, Jeff randomly divides them into 3 teams of 3, and the winning team will enjoy a picnic at the sanctuary. They must each roll a ball only using their heads up the beach, and once they do, then they roll the ball onto a target. The blue team is able to completely blow out the other 2 teams, sending Kyle, Rachel, and Sam to the sanctuary for a relaxing afternoon. At the sanctuary, they're stuffing their face, and Rachel finally gets some rice. They realize the game is going to flip, but Rachel approaches Sam about him blowing up her spot before the last tribal. They get to an understanding and move forward. Back at camp, it's very clear that Sue wants to off Kyle, but Andy wants to be partners in crime. Andy plays into her anger of Kyle and fuels her fire to vote him out. Gabe is also realizing Kyle's threat level, but also sees the perception of having 4 Tukus in the game. We also get a very heartfelt confessional about Teeny's struggles with their identity in the world and aligning it with losing people they're close to in the game. Then their bag catches fire, which literally lights a fire under their ass for new life in the game. For the immunity challenge, they must balance a ball on a disc while balancing on a beam. In specified intervals, they'll add another ball until there's a winner. Jeff then announces the rice negotiation, asking for 4 people to sit. But instead, the tribe offers everyone to give up their shot in the dark. Sam is the most reluctant, but Gabe is able to convince him and they get their rice. It's a fairly quick challenge, leading to a showdown between Kyle, Sam, Sue, and Teeny in the final round, where Kyle is able to secure individual immunity again. At camp, everyone sees Gabe as the target as he's the biggest Tuku threat, but the idea of Genevieve going home is super enticing given that she was behind the soul vote. Rachel wants to get Genevieve gone, even getting Kyle to see that sending Jen home over Gabe would keep the target off of him. We then get to see both Gabe and Genevieve realizing their position in the game, both wanting to just last through Tribal. At Tribal, there's talk about the community they built being torn apart. Jeff even calling out that Sam was convinced by Gabe to give up his shot in the dark. They're all realizing their position they're in, that they're having to send people to the jury that will ultimately vote for them in the end. Going into the vote, it's not clear if everyone is leaning towards Gabe or Genevieve, but Jeff reads them off, and it's 2 votes Genevieve and 7 votes for Gabe, making him the 3rd member of the jury. Another chaotic episode between everybody, but did they make the right choice of getting Gabe off? Should they have gotten Genevieve? I mean, she is kind of a little bit of a mastermind. So I don't know. I love Genevieve, but I'm wondering if they made the right move in this moment. Anyway, be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another recap of Survivor.